Our next inductee is Jesse Owens, the legendary Buckeye Bullet, who won 4 gold medals at the 1936 Olympics in Berlin, single-handedly crushing Adolf Hitler's myth of Aryan supremacy. Born in 1913 into a family of sharecroppers in rural Alabama, as the youngest of 10 children, Jesse Owens was a frail child, often sick with chronic bronchial congestion. Still, he was expected to work, and by the age of 7, he was picking up to 100 pounds of cotton a day to help his family put food on the table. In 1922, 9-year-old Jesse headed north with his family to Cleveland, one family among 1.5 million black people who made the Great Migration to the North during the first half of the 20th century. A high school track star in Cleveland, Owens set numerous state track and field records and was the subject of a recruiting battle between The Ohio State University and the University of Michigan. He was not offered a scholarship by Ohio State, but when a job as an Ohio State House elevator operator was dangled, Owens agreed to run for the Scarlet and Gray. May 25, 1935 turned up hot and sunny as thousands filed into Ferry Field in Ann Arbor for the Big Ten Track and Field Championships. Within an hour at the meet, Owens gave fans an amazing performance, setting 3 world records and tying a 4th. Cited by Sports Illustrated as the greatest 45 minutes in sports history, a memorial honoring Owens' achievements still stands outside Ferry Field. Yet, for all his achievements, Owens could never overrun the racial discrimination that was a part of being a black man in the 1930s in America. At Ohio State, he was barred from living in the lone men's dormitory and instead lived at a boarding house for black students on East 11th Avenue. With the 1936 Olympic Games looming on the horizon, Owens was urged by some to boycott the Berlin Games due to the racist Nazi regime. Ultimately, Owens and his teammates did set sail for Germany, where Owens was the hero of the Games, winning 4 gold medals in front of Adolf Hitler and a German crowd cheering his every move. After the Berlin Olympics were over, the U.S. track and field team was scheduled to compete in Sweden. Owens, however, opted to return to America, hoping to cash in on his newfound fame. Furious that Owens was skipping the planned event in Sweden, the U.S. Olympic Committee stripped him of his amateur status, making him ineligible to compete, and Owens saw his commercial opportunities dry up. After I came home from the 1936 Olympics with my 4 medals, Owens said, it became increasingly apparent that everyone was going to slap me on the back, want to shake my hand, or have me up to their suite, but no one was going to offer me a job. With a wife and 3 little girls to support, Owens started a dry cleaning business and landed jobs as an entertainer, racing against horses, cars, and other runners for money. In the 1960s, the U.S. Olympic Committee eventually welcomed him back as a Goodwill ambassador, where he traveled the world giving speeches to promote sportsmanship. When Owens died in 1980, President Jimmy Carter recalled his stunning performance in the face of the Nazi regime. Perhaps no athlete better symbolized the human struggle against tyranny, poverty, and racial bigotry, he said.
I am very proud of my father in that, and his legacy, because he had such dignity. And he conducted himself throughout his life with such grace, and he faced so much adversity. Yet he smiled. He was happy. He, bounced back every time. He never let things get him down, and he just persevered in the face of all of it. His love for his family was one of the strongest things. He always felt that he had to strive for the best for us. And but at the same time, we always had to be ladies with that effort. So because there are certain things that you would do and he would tell you, ladies don't do that. So he was really just a wonderful, loving, giving person. I think this award would mean to him a validation, a confirmation of the way he viewed life and the way he lived his life. He believed in inclusion and diversity. And in many ways, he was, during a certain period of in his life, was criticized for the way he viewed the world. Um, and so this recognition is just such a validation of who he was and what he believed in and how he lived his life. So I think he would be very, very proud. And I must add that the award itself is absolutely beautiful.